I'm Emerald Ye in for Sylvia Chase. Next on News Center 4 Update, a tragic end to 1986 in San Juan, Puerto Rico, where scores are killed in a hotel explosion and fire. And the Bay Area toasts the new year with glamorous galas and lots of good cheer. News Center 4 Update is next.
Confessions of a Love Connection couple.
I was very irritated when the subject of my bathing suit came up.
There was peekaboo.
But we had, you know, adult fun.
I'm guilty.
We're still dating other people.
They have no secrets on Love Connection. Weekdays at 4.
A Toyota 4x4, #1 in Northern California.
Wrap it up, I'll take it.
The Toyota 4x2, starting at around $6,600.
Wrap it up,
The incredible Toyota 4Runner.
I'll take it.
Your Toyota dealers have special factory incentives to sell 1 million vehicles by January 5th, and time is running out. So wrap up the right deal right now.
Wrap 'em up, we'll take 'em.
Who could ask for anything more?
Free. 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 Free.
What are you doing?
I'm practicing my free.
What?
Just bring in your ideas and Simon's will help you redesign your kitchen free.
Is that all?
No. All of Simon's kitchen cabinets are 40 to 52% off list.
That's not free.
But it's a good deal. Simon's also has free classes in measuring and cabinet installation. That's what I like. Free.
Oh, like a free lunch?
Are you buying?
Never mind.
Years ago, mothers who cared gave their children the one laxative specially made gentle for children, Fletcher's Castoria. And today, mothers who care still prefer natural, good-tasting Fletcher's Castoria.
When you hurt, turn on the heat. There's no beating deep heating. For soothing warmth, penetrating relief of minor arthritis, pain, and stiffness, turn on the heat. Mentholatum Deep Heating Rub. There's no beating deep heating.
Sylvia Chase, Jim Paymar, Mark Thompson Weather, Tom Nettles Sports, Wayne Shannon with commentary. And now, from the West's most honored newsroom, the News Center for Northern California, this is News Center 4 Update.
Good evening. You're looking at live pictures from the ballroom of the Hyatt Regency in San Francisco, dressed in its New Year's best. Tonight we'll have all the New Year's festivities from the Big Apple to the Bay Area. But first, our top story. The New Year met a deadly end in Puerto Rico today when fire swept through a beachfront tourist hotel. At least 40 people died, more than 100 were injured when at least 2 explosions ripped through the DuPont Plaza Hotel and set off the inferno. The fire started near the casino in the first floor, filling the 21-story building with smoke. The only escape for many was the roof, where helicopters lifted dozens to safety. Others were lowered by rescue crews or fashioned ropes from bedsheets and tried to escape on their own. Witnesses said the inside of the hotel was chaos.
I saw smoke, and at that time everyone panicked and they ran out to the right-hand side of where the smoke was. I grabbed a chair and knocked out a window and jumped from the window.
The cause of the fire is unknown, but the explosions occurred just 4 minutes after the hotel labor union had voted to strike. Many of the dead and injured are believed to be American tourists, but witnesses say many more would have died without heroic efforts by rescue crews.
The Army and Navy have been rescuing people from the roof of the hotel. Tremendous amounts of emergency equipment.
A team of American investigators is in San Juan tonight looking for the cause of that fire. And tonight, police have still not released the names of 2 bodies found today near the Hole of Flowers in Golden Gate Park. Police say they were called to the scene when passersby heard shots.
At this time, it looks like a murder-suicide, white female, black male. We have no identification on either one. A large caliber rifle was found next to the bodies.
How many shots?
We've heard anywhere from 2 to 5 shots.
Police impounded a car found near the scene, although it's unclear if the car belonged to the victims. San Francisco police have now identified the two men arrested in the Christmas morning murder of a 7-Eleven store clerk. Gregory McClanahan and Joseph Boxley are jailed tonight in connection with a fatal shooting of Asian immigrant Keo Novang during a robbery. They'll be formally charged later this week. A bizarre shooting in Oakland leaves that city with an all-time record of homicides in 1 year. 40-year-old Cleo Hildreth's car slammed into 5 stores along MacArthur Boulevard this morning. It was first thought Hildreth died from the accident, but police now say he died from a gunshot wound. His death brings homicides in Oakland this year to 146. That's one more than the previous record set in 1980. A bizarre incident tonight injured a passenger aboard a jetliner landing at the airport in Raleigh, North Carolina. The passenger was struck by what appears to be a stray bullet from the ground. Whatever it was, it pierced the plane, hitting a New York City man in the leg and the mouth. He's hospitalized tonight in stable condition. No one else was hurt, and the United airliner landed safely. Bay Area hospitals are hoping that the Grim Reaper won't ring in the new year, but they're prepared for the worst incidents to roll into their emergency rooms. NewsCenter4's Kim Peterson reports.
The beep at the nurse's station means another ambulance is on the way in, and somebody's in trouble.
Get back, please.
New Year's Eve is the worst night every year.
We're going to treat everything from falls from buildings to stabbings, shootings, a lot of drunk drivers in car wrecks injuring themselves, hitting pedestrians as well.
In fact, most of their cases involve alcohol and drugs, New Year's revelers who went too far.
I think that people should see a little bit more of what we see, and maybe they wouldn't be so apt to drive in after they've been drinking.
It'll be like this all night here at Mission Emergency. 40 surgeons are standing by to repair the broken bodies. All told, they'll see about 300 people before the night is through. And if this is like New Year's Eve's past, 5 or 10 of them won't make it.
It's very, very discouraging to have to call parents into the emergency department to maybe identify bodies of their children, 18 and 19-year-olds that have been driving and don't really have the sense to stop drinking and stay out of a car.
In fact, they're already shifting bodies to make room in the overflowing morgue just in case. Nurse O'Connor's worked this duty for 15 years, and it doesn't get any easier.
Armando, you're going to have your stomach pumped, honey.
There will be no celebration here at midnight. They'll be too busy trying to stop the Grim Reaper for the last time in 1986. In San Francisco, Kim Peterson, NewsCenter4.
Hospital officials are expecting the worst after midnight, and no let-up is expected tomorrow. An East Coast New Year's tradition brought masses of New Yorkers and tourists to one spot tonight. It was Times Square, of course, with its annual bash to ring in the new year, complete with a huge illuminated apple lowered down a 400-foot tower. And hundreds of thousands of celebrants packed the small area to enjoy the spectacular sight. Well, all that's left tonight from one San Francisco year-end tradition is a mess. Tons of old calendar pages were tossed out of windows in the financial district today, creating a snowstorm of paper. Several workers offered resolutions and salutations, and one glimpse of a not-too-exciting night ahead.
I think I just might go to bed.
I want to get married.
In 87?
Yes.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Well, San Francisco is sometimes called the city that knows how, and San Franciscans certainly know how to party on this New Year's Eve. NewsCenter4's Carl Sonkin reports on the celebrations around town.
Business was booming at this Polk Gulch liquor store tonight.
Champagne is selling really well, Carl, real well.
Many of those lining up to buy their bottles didn't consider this the last minute.
No, we got plenty of time. It's only about 7 o'clock.
This is just in case something happens tonight.
It was cars, not cognac, on the mind of many buyers tonight. Dealers stayed open late. Buyers got more than a deal.
To get the tax break.
New cars were moving like hotcakes today because after midnight, sales tax deductions come to an end. In Sausalito, a 2-year tradition came to an end. The no-name saloon started selling liquor on New Year's.
Last year, we didn't have any business. The year before was very good. Last year, nothing.
They packed up their liquor each New Year's as a community service, but some in the community stayed away in droves.
Came in and left, went down to Patterson's.
Why, you couldn't handle the non...
No, I like my beer.
But jazz great Bobby McFerrin was packing them in at the alcohol-free first night parties in San Francisco tonight.
And here, something's offered where people can see, supports the arts, and they don't have to drink, and I think it's great.
Meanwhile, the city's traditional observance of New Year's Eve takes place in North Beach on Broadway. 7 squads of police and 3 blocks of barricades will hopefully control the crowds and the cops.
Well, I'd rather be home, naturally, but this is New Year's and this is our job, you know.
But celebrating New Year's is our job. I'm Carl Sonkin, NewsCenter4.
And coming up, we're going to head over to San Francisco's Hyatt Hotel for a live weather report from Pat Finn. He's somewhere in the midst of the big New Year's bash. We'll try to find him. That and more next.
Happy New Year, guys!
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year forevermore. Woo!
When I was little, my ears stuck out really bad.
Jordache Basics.
Your ears?
Yes, my ears.
So, what'd you do?
First I tried gluing them back, but the glue would dry and my ears would pop out. Then I tried these rubber bands, but they cut off my circulation. So finally I just decided if it's good enough for Gable, it's good enough for me.
You mean Marty Gable? You are so naive. He means the old movie star, Betty.
The time, right now. The place, your Mazda dealers. The event, Goodbye 86. We're saying goodbye with good buys on all our 87s, 323s, 626s, even our X7s. And special factory cash incentives can save you hundreds on 87 B2000 trucks. Buy now while sales tax is still deductible. But hurry, the end is almost here. See your local Mazda dealer for a good buy now. Don't let time run out.
Kick off 87 in a great big way. Macy's White Flower Day sale starts on New Year's Day.
Macy's will be open on New Year's Day from 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. for the White Flower Day sale at all Macy's. So you can
kick off 87 in a great big way. Macy's White Flower Day sale starts on New Year's Day.
If you're up against the old boy network, keep in mind that the secret of business success isn't who you know, it's what you know. The Wall Street Journal gives you all the connections you need to the boardrooms, the markets, the trends, the news, the information that can help you make intelligent business decisions. In fact, if you read the Journal, you'll find that to achieve success, you don't have to be old, and you don't even have to be a boy.
U.S.-Soviet relations are already getting off to a rocky start for 1987. Unlike last year, the Kremlin rejected President Reagan's offer to exchange televised New Year's Eve messages. Even so, the president still tried to reach the Soviet people by radio.
And I come to you this evening with a New Year's message from the people of America to the people of the Soviet Union.
The Voice of America broadcast the president's message in 18 languages to the Soviet Union and Eastern Europe. The president said despite lingering differences, the two sides are closer than ever to an arms deal.
There have been setbacks and frustrations as well as progress. I'm disappointed that we didn't accomplish more. And yet in 1986, the United States and Soviet Union took major steps toward lasting peace.
Mikhail Gorbachev was less upbeat when he addressed the Soviets on national television. He said the United States missed a chance for peace at the summit in Iceland.
Обратится президент Соединенных Штатов Ronald Reagan.
Unfazed by the breakdown in communications between their nation's leaders, residents of San Francisco and Moscow conducted some diplomacy of their own, exchanging New Year's greetings by TV telephone hookup. 200 people gathered in San Francisco to toast their Soviet counterparts.
Happy New Year and the Soviet Union. We look forward to the peaceful joining of our peoples.
Well, two rulings tonight from the state Supreme Court. The justices upheld the death penalty for a convicted criminal. It's only the fourth time that that's happened since 1977. They said Clarence Allen arranged 3 murders from his prison cell 6 years ago. Also today, the court said authorities can use aircraft to search for marijuana, but the ruling applies only over open land, not homes or backyards. And with the new year comes new state laws, 1,500 of them, including a long-awaited 1-cent deposit on most beverage purchases. Another law bans the state from investing in companies doing business in South Africa. and it will be against the law to water ski while drunk. Fears of major damage from those record-high tides along the California coast are ebbing tonight. Worries are being replaced by curiosity. People flocking to see the almost 7.5-foot tides. And the more sporting types enjoyed some of the best surfing in years. And the surf was up in Southern California as well, with only minor flooding reported. Some coastal shops brought out sandbags just in case, but they weren't needed, as the highest tides in nearly 20 years went out like a lamb on this New Year's Eve. Well, the New Year isn't coming in like a lamb, judging by the partygoers. In fact, we're going to go to the Hyatt Hotel for a live weather report from Pat Finn. Pat?
Hello, Emerald. I am right in the thick of it, as you might see right here. We are coming to you live from the celebration at the Regency. Not only myself, but several thousand people are here tonight. We've got about 30,000 balloons. We've got 5 levels of entertainment, including the Del Courtney Orchestra behind me here. They just stopped playing. We've got the group Pride and Joy. We've got other people here to have a good time, as you might be in your home or at the party that you might be watching NewsCenter4 right now. We'll be counting down to midnight, of course, at midnight tonight on the TV station. And don't say words like that on TV. If you're at home enjoying the quiet solitude with someone special, I hope you're enjoying that. If you're at a party, there's certainly a lot to enjoy at the party. And as it says here, Happy New Year. Let's talk a little bit about the weather, and if we have time on the other, we'll come back and talk to a few people here. First of all, take a look at the national high temperatures around the country today. As you can see, temperatures were close to normal throughout most of the nation today. Actually, the Southeast said it was a little bit cooler than they'd expect this time of the year, with daytime highs in the 50s and 60s down there. Also, a little rain in through the southeastern portion of the U.S., as you can see with a storm system there. A storm system that'll move up the East Coast, and that'll produce a little snow into the mountains of the Carolinas and Kentucky, and that's why they have a winter storm watch in effect. We have the frontal system that moved through our area, bringing us some scattered, very light rain showers earlier today, leaving behind enough moisture, so again we'll have the dense fog for traveling during the night tonight. If you have to get back out on the roadways, watch out for the fog. Also watch out for that next frontal system coming in, will bring us the slight chance of some rain in the North Bay areas later tomorrow, but just a slight chance. Time-lapse photography past 24 hours. You can see clouds moving by the area, clouds that again will give us a chance of a shower tomorrow, but only a slight chance, and I do expect to see some sunshine mixed in. So let's take a look at the temperatures around the area right now. I can tell you in San Francisco right now it's 48 degrees, also in the 40s in Oakland, and throughout the rest of the area temperatures are a little on the chilly side if you have to step outside. San Jose at 50 degrees, but just about to drop into the 40s. Forecast for us during the night tonight, cloudy and chilly, some dense fog in the valleys, overnight low temperatures from 38 to 48. For tomorrow, some patchy fog in the morning, otherwise partly sunny skies, slight chance of a sprinkle in the North Bay, highs from 48 to 59. In the Sierra, a few light showers during the night tonight with the snow level down to 5,000 feet. That's going to happen again tomorrow morning. Then by tomorrow afternoon, they're going to start to clear out. 5-day forecast calling for another storm to zip by for the weekend, bringing us a few clouds, then a little sunshine to look forward to the beginning part of next week. In the meantime, we look forward to seeing you around for the beginning part of 1987, and for that reason, we encourage you, if you have to go back outside, to be careful. I hope you've had a good 1986 and an even better 1987. This is Pat Finn coming to you live with the crowd. This seemed like a good idea when we thought of it. From the crowd at the Hyatt Regency. Emerald, this year's been special for me because I've had the chance to work with you. And look, I love you. I'm going to look forward to the year ahead.
I think this weather report was a test of his composure. Coming up, a new year brings a new coach to Tampa Bay. Gary Radnich is in for Tom Nettles tonight. He's got the latest on the Bucs' new boss next.
There is an eye that doesn't rest, the eye of Fidelity, and the vision of Fidelity's Magellan Fund, colossus that towers over the investment world. Over 600,000 of your neighbors put their trust in Fidelity Magellan and prospered with the decade's top-performing equity fund. From discount brokerage through mutual funds. Share the vision. Fidelity Investments.
Happy, happy birthday, baby.
Your Subaru dealer still has some cars left that were born in '86. So right now he's offering great deals like no money down or no payments until March. So join the party at your participating Subaru dealer.
Happy, happy birthday, baby.
See your local Bay Area Subaru dealer today.
To start the new year off right, you need a good party. Then you need a good night's sleep. Right Right now, Emporium Capwell has just what you need. Selected mattresses from King Coil and Simmons at 50% savings. This includes premium quality styles like King Coil Spinal Guard Majesty and Simmons Beauty Rest mattress. And when you buy a premium set, we'll give you the frame at no extra charge. But the sale ends Monday at Emporium Capwell, so hurry in and start the new year right.
Fidelity Investments.
Well, sitting in for Tom Nettles is Gary Radnich, who always complains about following a Pat Finn live shot.
It's too tough, Emerald,
Too
but
hard to
I'll
follow, isn't
plug
it?
along there. Not too much excitement, of course, on New Year's Eve, but the Tampa Bay Buccaneers owner, Hugh Culverhouse, you know, he's a graduate of the University of Alabama, and today he tapped his alma mater to sign Ray Perkins as his new head coach. Perkins received a reported 5-year, $3.5 million package, which makes him not only coach, but the team's vice president of operations. Perkins ran the show 4 years at Alabama and then the coach for the New York Giants.
I will say this, that Mr. Culverhouse has thoroughly convinced me that he is hungry for a winner and has convinced me not only in words, but in things of contractually with me to give us a chance to win.
Tonight, Texas A&M boss Jackie Sherrill said no, he does not want to follow Perkins as Alabama head coach. A trio of bowl games contested today and tonight. First up, where the lights were on in Birmingham, Alabama, the All-American Bowl, Florida State versus Indiana. The Seminoles fed the ball 25 times to this man, Sammy Smith. The result, 205 yards. Freshman Smith named the game's MVP. Tanner Holloman to the end zone, 27-13 Florida State. Their record 7-3-1. Indiana ends at 6-6. The Peach Bowl is coming from Atlanta. North Carolina State versus the Hokies of Virginia Tech. Eric Chapman, who threw for 200 yards, rolls right and finds Steve Johnson. 22-21. Virginia Tech in the fourth. Then, though, 24-22 when North Carolina State connects on a field goal. There's Hokies coach Bill Dooley going out a loser today. Not if Chris Kinzer can help it. On the game's final play from the 40-yard line. 25-24. Virginia Tech wins the Peach Bowl. Baylor out of the Southwest Conference is champion of the Blue Bonnet Bowl. Cody Carlson, the Darnell Chase. Big 8 representative Colorado in a 14-3 hole. Then Derek McAdoo pounds it home. Baylor wins 21-9 to finish at 8-3-1. Colorado finishes the year at 6-6. What will Emerald be doing tomorrow? I have here her entire itinerary at 9 o'clock. She will watch on NBC. Ted Tollner's final game as USC head coach. The Trojans facing Auburn in the Citrus Bowl. Then, Texas A&M meets Ohio State in CBS's Cotton Bowl at 12:30. Emerald gets up, walks around, goes back to the couch, and watches Nebraska and LSU in the Sugar. Michigan versus Arizona State follows in the Rolls. Another beer, a few more chips, and Emerald's day is complete with the Orange Bowl matchup between Oklahoma and Arkansas. Friday night, then, the one that counts for the national title, it's Penn State and Miami in the Fiesta Bowl here on NBC. Earlier tonight, we said at 11 o'clock we would tell you the number of bowl games that were contested this year in California. A lot of people, you know, Emerald canceled their New Year's Eve plans to stay home for this. It's 4. The Rose, Holiday, Freedom, and Fresno's California Bowl. 4 bowl games here in California.
Those people probably have the same itinerary I do for tomorrow.
All right, but you'll watch 1 or 2 anyway.
1 or 2, and the highlights on your sportscast
Thank you very much, Emerald.
Okay, you have a good New Year.
And you too. And again, I like the outfit at 6. I like it even more at 11.
Thank you.
All right.
See you.
All right, Emerald.
And coming up, a look back at the New Year's biggest news stories from the tragic to the touching. That's next.
Look at Snoopy. He's in training again. He's working like a dog, sir. But why? Because everyone at MetLife wants to meet customer expectations. And then go that one extra mile. I've never seen him run so fast. It must be his commitment to high quality, sir. Besides, there's a new cat next door. Get Met. It's paid.
Another 30 seconds of common sense. Less than a year ago, these guys were celebrating the opening of the first Hyundai dealerships. Today, the Hyundai Excel outsells every import car you can name. So, they're celebrating again. Now it's your chance to get more car for less money. 7 models under $7,000 and as low as $49.95. But hurry, you've only got until January 3rd. That's when the suits have to go back.
Test drive the new XL now at your Northern California Hyundai dealer. We sell cars that make sense.
In 1967, Oliver Stone was a soldier in Vietnam. 10 years later, his screenplay for Midnight Express won the Academy Award. Stone has come a long way from Vietnam, but he has not left it behind. Tom Berenger, Willem Dafoe, Charlie Sheen. The first casualty of war is innocence. The first real movie about the war in Vietnam is Platoon, rated R.
Now playing at a theater near you.
Hold on to your hat. We're barnstorming in the new year, backroad style. Thursday on Channel 4, Jerry Graham pops the cork on 1987 with a special edition of Bay Area Backroads. Join him for a nostalgic ride back to the past in a vintage flying machine from Sonoma. Then a breathtaking look at the new, as life begins for baby elephant seals south of Half Moon Bay. And Jerry distills the facts about champagne making at Sonoma's newest champagne cellar. Usher in the new year with Jerry Graham, Thursday after the Orange Bowl on Channel 4.
The end of the year brings a chance to look back, to put some perspective on the events that shook the world over the past 12 months. And as tonight's year-end roundup shows us, 1986 was marked by traumatic change around the world and one terrible tragedy here at home. And that's it for NewsCenter4 Update for tonight and for the year. I'm Emerald Ye. Thanks for joining us in 1986. Have a happy new year, and we'll see you again tomorrow night at 11. Good night.
1986. The Saab 9000 was put through a series of tests at Le Mans and Montlhéry in France. When it was over, the Saab driver said,
I don't believe it. We built a 5-passenger Porsche.
See your Bay Area Saab dealer and discover the new Saab 9000 today.
Happy New Year, you wild party animal. Let's get going.
Get the new year going by saving at Bruner's New Year's Day sale.
Come on, honey, the whole store's on sale.
Thursday, for one day only. Store-wide savings of 10 to 50%. And pay nothing till April.
Don't you want that new recliner to watch all the games?
Bruner's New Year's Day sale. 14 hours only, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pay nothing till April.
Just think, sweetheart, we'll have the place all set up for tonight's party.
Free. 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 Free.
What are you doing?
I'm practicing my free.
What?
Just bring in your ideas and Simon's will help you redesign your kitchen free.
Is that all?
No. All of Simon's kitchen cabinets are 40 to 52% off list.
That's not free.
But it's a good deal. Simon's also has free classes in measuring and cabinet installation. That's what I like. Free.
Oh, like a free lunch?
Are you buying?
Never mind.